Hello everyone, Ichiro this. It's like 1 a.m. here and I'm so tired and so late for the stream. But I promised for this one, so I'm here. And I couldn't delay it any longer. Anyways, the reason I'm so late is because I kept encountering like hurdles along this path. Okay, first of all, the name of the story that I'm writing is My Hero's Ardor. I don't really know how to pronounce this word because I decided on this title quite a while back after learning of its meaning. I really liked it, so I decided on the title. I still wonder how to pronounce this word. Anyways, if you write the name of my story and the site at which I have uploaded it, you're not gonna find it, at least not on Google. So far I cannot see it here. You have to type archive of our own, go to here, type the name of my story and search. And this is how you will find it. This is my story. Anyways, here it is. And of course I've not logged in yet, so I'm just going to read as a guest reader. And yeah, I couldn't fit the summary in the summary section because of the word limit. So far I have uploaded only 2 chapters right now, and the second chapter I've uploaded recently, just before starting the stream. And one of the MC for the story is Sora. Her name is Sora. This is a pretty long story, so the summary is long too. And yeah, this summary is supposed to this is Sora's POV's chapter, so the summary that is here is describing the other character, which is Aurora. This is about Aurora, this whole thing. She is shy, this describes Aurora. And this wording is very simple, very straightforward. Except for the character, of course. Till here. This is describing Aurora. Sora is describing Aurora till here. Okay, from here, the actual chapter starts. She felt the cool embrace of chilly wind as she raced through the forest, her arm held by a woman in desperation as she cut through the thick foliage of leaves, breaths weaving into the rhythm of escape, adrenaline surge, every step a heartbeat in sync with the pulse of the chase. Okay, so this whole section took me so long to like finalize. Like I wrote this whole section from A to Z for like 12 to 13 times. Until I like reached this conclusion. Like I changed the words sentence by sentence, word by word, again and again and again and again, until we are here right now. Until I just said, oh come on, let's just post it. She felt the cool embrace of chilly wind as she raced through the forest. Her arm her arm held by a woman in desperation as she cut through the thick foliage of leaves. Breaths weaving into the rhythm of escape, adrenaline surged, every step a heartbeat in sync with the pulse of the chase. So there's like two women running through the forest. Which is pretty clear. As they reached the end of the forest, she felt a tinge of snow. She felt, this is like Sora's point of view, by the way. Or I mean, it's supposed to be. As they reached the end of the forest, she felt a tinge of snow touching the tip of her rosy nose. As her beating heart calmed, she felt the rush of cold. The woman who ran in front of her spoke in a shaky voice. Okay, all of this is like, I don't want to like take away your, or like, what do you call it, the joy of reading for the first time. I'll briefly go to the, what do you call it, like behind the scenes that I wrote. Okay, the reason for this black boxes is because this is like ancient or like medieval language in a fantasy setting, and maybe in the future I'm going to reveal the words for this fantasy, not this fantasy, I mean the words that were spoken back in the day. This whole section, like this here, the dream breaks, and this whole section is like set in the college area or the college timeline in the modern settings, set in the fantasy world or modern fantasy world, if you will. This here like describes this whole banter of this college these college girls. And this is where like right at the end of the chapter, I've like introduced the, or if you would, my other main character. And this right here is chapter 2, or I mean chapter 1 from Aurora's point of view. And again, I couldn't fit the summary in the summary section, so I like wrote it in the notes section. And her patience is a treasure. Okay, this whole section that I wrote, I rewrote it right before posting, because I realized like it was like the sense of speech was too similar to Sora, who is pretty easygoing, and this second MC is not really easygoing. She is supposed to be like a modern aristocrat or a modern royalty, if you would. So I wrote it in a way that would fit her speech or the way she talks or describes. So this, all of this is like her describing Sora or her like memories of Sora. And this right here is when the actual chapter begins. In the heart of the forest, a humble hut. Okay, this is also like the backstory, or I mean, not really backstory. I mean, not really backstory, but okay, how do I say it? How do I describe it? In the heart of the forest. Yeah, this is like supposed to be the back section of the story that I am writing. Like chronologically, the chronological way is like this is the top, the beginning section of the whole story that I'm writing. Like right here. There was no way of knowing in the darkness as Kamari and Saira fled without wasting any time towards the forest, holding each other's hands. Each other's hand. Right here. the continuation from here is this. She felt the cool embrace of chilly wind as she raced through the forest. This. But we're going to continue. This whole setting is like set in the manner of Aurora. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory. And she, as you can like read, she's talking to her trusty behind the scenes kind of guy who's like doing who's doing his own investigation. He's also a middle-aged guy, supposed to be like her mentor, her behind the scenes, her information gatherer. All in all, jack of all trades kind of guy. And he's actually a pretty good guy, a very kind-hearted guy. And I had some trouble portraying him right in the first chapter, but you'll warm up to him as the story progresses, because in I guess chapter 3 or 4, or I guess second chapter of Aurora's point of view, this point of view of him, of his investigation. But yeah, that's it. That's how I'm going to show. That's how much I'm going to show. I'm still like learning how to post properly on AO3, Archive of Our Own. The reason I chose Archive of Our Own is because like I went through all kinds of things like Twitter or Tumblr or blog or Wattpad, but then I settled on Archive of Our Own is because on Wattpad, okay, right at the end I settled on Wattpad and Archive of Our Own, and Archive of Our Own is like known for writing fanfics, and Wattpad is known for writing your own story. But the reason I settled on Archive of Our Own is because one of the requirements was uploading your own cover, and I couldn't afford like my own cover, and I have plans for the future, like showcasing my own cover or either making my own book cover or like commissioning my favorite artist to make the cover for my book. I have lots of things planned. But yeah, that's it. So please let me know if you like my story. I really hope that lots of people like read my story. This is like one of the first few fictions that I came up with when I was just a kid, and I really wanted to let others know. Like this was all like these are all part of my dreams. Like back in the day of like snippets or visions, not even visions, like fiction that a child like comes up with, yeah, and tries to like make sense of it, tells his parents or his friends like, hey, this is what my dreams were, this is what the story was, this is how this fictional character behaved, or these characters behaved in my fictional story or my fictional world. But I guess the reason I made this into a book because okay, my first choice was to make it into a movie or a cartoon. No, not movie, but a cartoon. But a cartoon wouldn't do it justice, I think, because of the complexity or like the length of the story. So I kept it in my journal or my diary when I was like very small, and then I kept dreaming about it and kept writing it in my journal. And then I discovered like the world of manga, and I read and read and read manga, and I think the first major manga that I read was Rosario Vampire, and I religiously like kept looking forward to the next chapter, because I think the first time I discovered it, it didn't had like a season 2, I think, but I still loved it very much, and it was like really hard to read because of the localization, I think, because it's a Japanese manga, and like I think some people like uploaded it or like translated it, like it was fan translated, and the author is a great guy, by the way. He was very thankful to the people who made it popular overseas, and because people made it popular overseas, I was able to read it, because I'm not like a resident of Japan. I just discovered it through like fan arts and anime, because his work was made into an anime. It was that impactful, especially in Italy. where like people loved his work, and I guess that's how I came to know the world of manga, or manga if you would. Like it just exploded in my brain, like the creativity and how good it was. And then I started like thinking like, what if I wrote my whole dreams and stories and fantasy into a manga? Like, what if I made it into a manga? But then when I started, I was like, damn, this is like so hard to make, because a manga requires so much work. Like, you can't imagine. Like, first you have to come up with stick figures, then you have to like write names, and then a storyboard, and you have to finalize it, and you have to write it in a way that it's enjoyable for everyone. But then if it's enjoyable for everyone, you're not gonna be able to showcase every single thing. So I like started reading books when I discovered books, and there were like so many books. And then I came across Tolkien and some other light novels, and that's how I discovered like light novels, because I couldn't like jump straight from manga to novels because it lacked pictures, it was just words. So I came across novels with illustrations, and that were like light novels. And I still remember that light novel that I'm reading right now. It was like, I think, Lucella Dragon's Daughter. I'm not really exactly sure about the exact title, but the name of the MC was Lucella, and she was a dragon's daughter, and the story is about her life as the daughter of a dragon. It's really good. Like, I love it. And of course, I like love my story so much. I want it to be like read by a lot of people, and I'm going to try really hard to like make it into a book, a proper book. And if I have money, I'll make it into a light novel. Right now I have like thought of 50,000, around 50,000 words roughly. And when I'm done, this is going to be a single arc, and I don't think their story is like Sora and Aurora's story is going to be done in just 50,000 words. It's gonna be more than that. Then if a light novel is done in 50,000 words, then I'm gonna aim for like at least 3 volumes or 3 books, 3 separate arcs with continuation, maybe a few extra chapters for some side characters. It's not that I've not written it, but I've professionally written it around for like 4 or 5 chapters. And not even 4 or 5 chapters, it's like 6 or 7 chapters. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to like write around 34 chapters, I think. Because I have a rough inkling that 50,000 words roughly is going to be like around 34 chapters. Yeah. Honestly, like uploading this story, the hardest work was like deciding the tags. And honestly, yeah, the amount of tags, I really thought about it. I may update it a bit later, but for now, this much is it. Also, someone in the comments uh, complimented my work, and they like offered to make book cover for my story. But then I was like, oh man, I don't have enough money to commission anything, and I'm still working, so please let me think about it. But then they just deleted it because I refused. I hope they hadn't done that. Now I don't really have a way to contact them anymore. Okay, anyways, I'm just going to like end it here. Tomorrow, Wuthering Waves update is gonna be live, I think. So I'm going to continue playing Wuthering Waves. I'm pretty excited about the next section of the story and how it's going to be like. But yeah, I'm still like dreaming about stuff, writing about stuff, and very excited to let others know my dreams, because I think they're beautiful, they're interesting, and they're like very fluffy. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm just going to end my stream right now and go to sleep because it's like 1:30 a.m. here. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon, and goodbye. Also, take care, everyone. I'm going to end this. Okay, good night, goodbye.